welcome back to another episode of Weeble Slice. So make sure you like,
comment,
share, and subscribe to the channel. Yes, like the video so we can get this content out to more people like you.
Exactly. So stop, like the video, try to get in the algorithm, get this content out to more weebs like you. Help us out.
Now, we've been continuing this episode weekly, and we back with another solo leveling reaction. Now, the episode is called Was It All Worth It? Now, it kind of gave you an idea what the episode going to be about, and just me naming the title, I'm like, if you've been keeping up with the show, you already know what's going on. This is literally what the whole show until this point been about. The whole show been about this leading up point to this episode today. Well, the episode that when it aired. I'm just talking about my neck with that one, but it lead up to this episode, and he finally defeat the dungeon boss, and he was very hesitant when he got the elixir of life, and he's like, is it actually going to heal my mom? So he finally get to the hospital. He first of all he found out.
Well, you guys back up a little bit. You got to back up a little bit because you got to start with the elixir. He had to make sure that that it was going to be potent enough, because there's only a chance that it could work, because he had to have a good enough intellect in order for it to even craft. So he like, all right, please let this craft.
Yep.
So, and another key thing was he didn't craft just one. It crafted 6.
I thought it was 5.
No, it's 6.
Oh.
It was like 6. So he crafted 6 of them. So that should hint towards that he might be using these for something else.
That's one point. And another point before I went too far ahead was he got a new skill when he crushed the little ball or the little star.
Yeah, he can transform
or
transfer between shadows. Yep. So if he have one in one place and he's in another, he can blink of an eye, be there, and swap
transmission with him. Type of style. But that was another key skill that happened too. And now let's get back to the more dramatic moment that happened in the show.
You can't also forget that he got that dragon. All right.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because
he got the dragon. Because
the boy brought one of his star shadows, just brought the dragon like, here you go. He's like, oh, good looking on that particular shadow. He said, arise. He said, I can actually be mobile now. And I was like, damn, them shadows are really smart, huh?
Man, because they got a life of their own. And so it was pretty cool, because once he because he wanted to get back as soon as possible to his mom. Yeah. So he transferred himself between the shadow that was pretty much doing the perimeter around the city. Mm-hmm. And here he was in the air. He jumped off the bed and said, Archibus or whatever the dragon's name is. I know it starts with an A, and then it just comes out of nowhere. He just like standing on it like a straight G.
And so if you now have been paying attention, so social media say our boy Sun Jin will be aura farming.
Aura farming.
He said he'd be aura farming. So I was watching the short, right, and go back to the Ails fight, and he like if you really think about it, he was the only person with his jacket open, and he like, you gonna see this outfit. Yeah, I was like, dang, that is so true. And then they showed another scene, like, this man really be aura farming. So go back to the scene he was talking about how he jumped on the dragon. He was like, y'all gonna see this aura, fam. I said, God, once you realize and think about it, and you come to light, you like, dang, this man really be aura farming.
Hey, y'all let us know down in the comments. Is Sun Jin Woo actually aura farming, or is he just like, is he that guy?
No, he's multiple scenes. I saw it. I was like, this man do be aura farming.
Even when in a later time in the episode, which I'm not gonna jump too far ahead, like the way he was just looking down on everybody. Yeah.
So back to the scene, right? So he finally, he get on his dragon. He finally arrived at the hospital. Now this the moment of truth. He's having a conversation with himself. Like, is it actually finally going to work after all this time? After all this hard work, is it actually going to be worth it? So he don't know how she gonna take it. Like, is she gonna drink enough orally? Is like, what's gonna happen? Is it actually gonna heal her wounds? So he just like, okay, bump it. I'm just gonna hit everything that led to right now is not logical. Like, the system is super powerful. I witnessed firsthand. Let's try it out. So he finally get her the elixir of life, and you literally see all her wounds just evaporate.
Yeah, right? But she doesn't instantly wake up. It is not till morning, and the sun is shining, and it's beaming, and the ambiance is right, and he wakes up, and she's looking at him, and my man is in tears.
So, quick note. So I saw on social media as well, this scene was not in the manga. They actually expanded this out in this anime.
Well,
series.
no,
anime
so like she wakes up, but it's not like
yeah. So they expanded on this series. I'm like, thank God, because the manga they show her waking up and they just go to the next scene, right? The anime they show him like bawling out, showing real emotional reaction to his mom waking up after all his hard work.
I mean, she been down for 4 years.
Yeah, she asked him like, so how long has I been asleep? He said, Yonin Galai. And he like basically 4 years, about 4 years. I'm like, and then the song came out of nowhere, and I'm like,
yeah,
this thing is hitting so hard. It was hitting so hard. I wanted to share a tip with Jimbo low key. I wanted. Yeah. Am I lying?
Nah. So I would say like. So in my eyes, I think this is a little bit of speculation. Part of the problem is that now the doctors want to probe and talk to her because of the simple fact, she's the only person to ever wake up for the internal slumber. So now they want to probe and prod her. And not only that, but another thing too is the daughter came in and she's sitting there and she crying. Mm-hmm. And Sung Jin-woo's like, it was all worth it to see these two together and pretty much have his family back. Yep. And his mom asks, have you seen your father? And he like, nah, we ain't seen that man.
Yeah, while he over here putting paws on answering fighters, I'm like, hunters, I'm like, he's letting people know, like, I'm still strong too, but it's just so crazy. But back to that scene. So yeah, he's like, so what I'm gonna do now? Like, I really enjoy fighting and leveling up. Like, everything I did was up to this point. So what's the next steps?
Well, I think another thing too that, and this is purely speculation, or maybe not, is he's gonna want to protect them. And you see that a little bit before when he left and he put the shadows. He put one shadow on her. He put a shadow on his sister, and he also put a shadow on the gentleman who was going to
the person he said consider like a brother.
Yeah. And then he had him go around the city because he also has his sister's friend. Yep. So I think that it's going to be more so a thing of him wanting to protect the things that he loved and not have those snatched away from him again.
Now, you kind of foreshadow it, but I'm just going to be honest with you. Now, this is going to spoiler territory. If you want to jump out the video, so be it. I read the manga. I know what's going to happen. He is going to dedicate his higher rank shadows to his family.
Oh, I know, like, but you can kind of already tell, especially with the fact of the Anta coming and wanting to be able, because they live in this city, so he's going to want to protect that to make sure that they safe. Yep. So it's one of those type of things.
So I would say that.
So and that's not to cut you off, but that leads into the next scene on what you're going to talk about.
Oh, absolutely.
So like that's like a caveat to the next scene.
Yes. So he get a phone call like, "Hey, who is this?" And it's the organization calling because the head of the organization was like, how you been able to reach Sung Jin-woo? Like, how you been able to reach him? He said, actually, I just got off the phone with him. He actually on his way here right now. Yeah. And he's like, oh, just in time, baby. Just in time. So the head of the association got the opportunity to have a conversation with us, Drippy Woo. And he sensed a lot of magic going on. He like, you sense that from all the way over here?
Well, before you jump there, let's reverse back a little bit. Pretty much the reason why he called him to the office is because they about to go and invade on a Jeju island, and they need his help to pretty much do that, along with the 10 people from Japan, the 10 S-rank hunters from Japan, which to include is a guild leader. So it's pretty much we grabbing all the big boys to go do this thing, and we want you to come help us. Mm-hmm. And as they're having that conversation, now there you can
go. Yeah. He basically referred back. He sensed a lot of magic going on, a lot of mana, and he like, what's going on? And the head of the association like, oh, you already sensed it, huh? Let's go check him out and see what that's going on in the gymnasium. They actually having a sparring match. So he go look up. They at the very tall. They looking down on him, and they see what's going on in the air. Let's be honest. Everybody that was in the room like, oh, they go the new 10th rank. They go the new 10th S rank. Let's see how strong he is. He got everybody attention. And he got his love interest attention too. Like, he's here today. Yes, I pulled up. Drippy Woo has arrived now.
And they don't really know what he can do. One person say, oh, I heard he's an assassin. No, I heard he's a mage type.
Yep.
Well, and everybody's like, well, you can't be both. He got to be one of the other. So nobody really know for sure, like, what can he do?
Nobody besides his love interest were able to see him in action in person.
Not only that, but the only other person that has a good speculation is the Reaper Guild, when he said, is he getting stronger
Yep.
as the time goes on? Because he wasn't like this. He was strong.
The Tiger Gill. That's what
the Tiger Gill.
Yep.
It was Tiger. He's like, he wasn't this strong last time. Is he like getting stronger every time I see him?
The only reason I know is Tiger Gill because the Tiger Gill head turns into like a monster, so it's kind of easy to remember that resemblance. But yeah, so they like
and he's the one who's fighting too.
Yes,
right now.
they was sparring, and they like. Like you mentioned, the Japan top hunters come through and like, I would like to test our strength in one another. And they're like,
they told him y'all weak as hell. That's what he said.
He didn't say that. His translator said that.
Translator.
And he was like,
y'all weak as hell.
Yeah, he like, I thought y'all was gonna be stronger than this. And they like, okay, how about this? How about we do a sparring match? Obviously, the classes that cannot fight, more like the mages and healers, y'all get out the match. But everybody that's an attack-based hunter will be in the match. And we're gonna do almost like a battle royale. Everybody, one big old group. When you got your side, we got our side. Now, this is how we're going to play the rules. We cannot kill anybody, but if somebody get pinned down or hand get grabbed or wrist, something like that, that's when you know.
You fall.
Yeah, that's how you know the winner is of this particular match. And Jim Woo just walking down like, woo,
but Jim Woo's not participating.
Yeah, he's not.
It's between the Korean guild and the Japanese guild, and he's just a spectator.
Mm-hmm.
But I highly doubt that he gonna spectate for long.
Yeah, don't sugarcoat it. You know what's gonna happen. Don't play like I don't think he's gonna be a spectator for long. You know what's gonna happen. Listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now we all love the show. I'm gonna let you know, Jim Woo. We all know he not to be played with.
Hey, don't mess with that man out there. Mama, that man outside.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with that man.
Yeah, he's not to be played with, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
So I think it's definitely getting interesting. There wasn't a lot of action going on, but it didn't need it, and it was still just as good. It was more story and dialogue and understanding and more character depth and pretty much understanding of the situation and a build up of what's to come next. So I definitely enjoyed this episode. It was fire, and I was like, man, it's over already. I'm
gonna be honest with you. This is probably the first episode for me personally that I knew was wrapping up, and that was completely okay with it. Most time you be like, it's about to end. But I'm like, this did a complete good pacing. We got everything we need out of this episode. I'm okay with waiting till next week for this next week episode because I'm fully satisfied. Because a lot of episodes that happened this season, I'm like, God damn, I'm ready for the next episode already. Now, this particular one, I'm like, I'm satisfied. I think it's because everything that led up to this episode was like for this reason alone. And I'm like, okay, now it's on to the next thing because I'm like, how am I gonna put it? But I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just complexing it too much what it is.
Hey, y'all let us know. What did y'all think about this episode? Was it fully complete for y'all? Are y'all ready for next week's episode? How did y'all feel about Sun Jin Woo's mom getting brought back? You know what I'm saying? Have you guys been reading the manga at all? Let us know down in the comments.
Yes, it was a very impactful episode, especially everything leading up to this. So I'm really excited for the next arc, which is the Jeju Island arc, and it's about to get real because we know what's going to happen. It's about to get real. And one thing before we missed it, I just thought about, because when I thought about the island, we missed a very key point. We missed the key point of the Tiger Gill going to go see his old best friend that's a healer, and he's having a conversation with him like, I'm not trying to
recruit you. I'm just letting you know I'm going.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm just letting you know I ain't trying to get you to come with me, but I think we gotta get this taken care of, because we don't do it, it's gonna be just, you see all our friends that got murdered, it's gonna happen to our loved ones here. So we have no choice but to go to the island.
Because his healer want to go into government work, but as his healer sitting at the playground and he reminisce about their friend who died, or the first time we Jeju Island, he says, no one's gonna be able to help him when he really needs it. Only me and you. And that foreshadows you to let you know he not about to go into government work. That man is about to go and help his friend, as he said in Rocky, Ivan Drago, to the end.
So I will leave it at that. So we can go and wrap it up. That's one thing I thought about when we was having our conversation.
So you guys, let us know down in the comments. What did you think? Are y'all enjoying these wrap-ups that we do on Solo Leveling? Let us know down in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
And as always, we are Weeble Slice, and we
are out.